girl, baby queen. Today we are in the kitchen. It's not my favorite place in the world, but you know, we're here. If there's one thing I know about Christmas is Christmas comes with Christmas food. And I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to make a Jamaican Christmas favorite. We got curry goat on the menu with white rice. That's all we're cooking today, but I'm gonna be teaching you how to cook many other dishes because them Jamaican dishes, they do be slapping on Christmas Day. So if you wanna bring a Jamaican dish for your family dinner for Christmas, then come make curry goat with me. Let's go. I got 2 bags of curry goat right here. So we have 4 pounds of goat here today, and I'm gonna be teaching you how to cook it. All right, guys. So the first thing you wanna do is clean your meat. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this meat on out so the cleaning process can begin. We got all of our goat in this bowl, and the first thing that you wanna do is clean your meat. So I'm gonna be cutting off the skin, getting rid of the hairs. This is what the goat is looking like. So I'm gonna be cutting it up just to make sure that it's nice chunks of goat. And then I'm gonna be cleaning it with vinegar and water. You can use lime and water if you have that. I do not have any lime right now, so we're just gonna use that. And yeah, that's the first step. Let's get into it. All right, so I'm gonna be adding some white vinegar. I'm gonna do vinegar, just a little bit of vinegar with a lot of water. So I'm just gonna pour the vinegar around like so. And then I'm gonna add the water. Now, this is important because it's important to clean your meat, but if you don't wash it properly, then the smell is gonna kill you. Me personally, I hate the way goat meat smells. If it doesn't bother you, then it doesn't, but it bothers me. So let's wash it out. All right, guys, this is the goat all cleaned up, and now we're gonna season it. So I'm gonna show you what I use to season my meat. We are back, and here are the seasonings that we're gonna be using. Now, we're gonna be using some all-purpose, and this one is brand spanking new, so very hard to take off. We're gonna use some all-purpose seasoning. I'm using Goya, preferably Maggi, but I don't have any Maggi all-purpose in the area that I live. Go ahead and add some onion. Here is the garlic seasoning. We're gonna add some olive oil. Just drizzle it. Not too much, but not too little. Just drizzle it like that. Gonna add a little tubes of turmeric. And then the main ingredient. So this, it is, what is the brand? I think it's Calpac. I'll put it somewhere on the screen, but that's the type of curry that this is. And we just put it in this container to keep it. But this is not ground black pepper, obviously. So this is the main ingredient. You know, I have to be heavy on it. Got to make sure that I get enough in the pot. That looking nice, that looking very nice. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hand, and then I'm gonna mix it up. I absolutely love the smell of the curry. Oh my gosh, I'm hungry already. All right guys, now we're gonna add the rest of our seasonings. I have 2 peppers here. Boom. I have some garlic and I have some onion, and I'm just gonna chop them up finely and add them to our curry goat. So let's get into it. I just got a nice piece from the garden. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it on up. It's not gonna take too long. Okay, everything is nice and cut up. I'm gonna pour it all on in. Look at all of that. And I'm just gonna massage it in. There we go. All right guys, this is the finished product as it relates to seasoning. Look at that. That is seasoned to perfection. So I'm gonna be putting this in the fridge and we're gonna cook it tomorrow, because to get the best flavor, season your meat, put it in the fridge, cook it the next day. Listen, I don't make the rules. I just follow them. So I'll see you guys tomorrow to cook some curry goat. Later. Good morning. Well, it's not actually morning right now. It is afternoon. It's about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. But hi guys, we're about to finish cooking the curry goat. I have the goat right now, nice and seasoned and soak up. And I have my wonderful Dutch pot on the stove. Every Jamaican needs a Dutch pot. So I have my Dutch pot on the stove. I'm gonna add some oil. I'm using, let me see if I can get it to focus. I'm using olive oil. That's just my preference. Use whichever oil you want. There's that. Now, the goat is gonna take a little while to cook, so keep that in mind. I know that hubby is not coming home until after 5, so I don't have the time. So if you're gonna make this, make sure that you give yourself enough time to cook it down, because you want that goat to, you want it to slide off of the bone. You get what I'm saying? Like you want it to be just right. So I'm giving myself just enough time. I'm actually going to let this simmer while I go on the road and come back, because I know it's gonna take a while. The oil is heating up, and before you put the goat in, you're gonna need to put curry. All right guys, I got my curry right here. You already know the straps. The pot is feeling fairly hot. I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands real quick, because you can never be too clean. And then I'm gonna pour in the curry powder. I'm gonna burn the curry, and then I'm going to put the curry goat on top of the burnt curry. Yeah. All right, come on in, man. Come. All right guys, I'm gonna go ahead and burn the curry. All right, just a little bit more. All right, yeah, that looks like enough curry to me. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and mix around the curry a little bit. Make sure it's all there. Nice. And now I'm gonna go ahead and drop in the goat.
I see you getting my lifestyle.
I just added some water to the little bit of seasoning that was left in this pot. This is the pot that the curry goat was in. So I just added some water to the little seasoning, and I'm just gonna pour it into the pot. And I might just end up adding more water because it does need to cook down. Alright guys, I decided to add a little more water, so I'm just gonna pour it in. Just a little more water. And the pot is looking promising, it's looking good. So I'm just gonna go on the road really quick and come back, and in the meantime it's going to be cooking down. So I'm just going to allow it the opportunity to cook down. Yeah, nice. See you guys in a few minutes. Alright guys, the pot's bubbling now and it's time to add in the final ingredients. So with me I have an onion. I'm gonna use about half. I'm gonna use 2 peppers. I wish I had some scotch bonnet, but I don't. So I'm gonna use what I have. And then I went to the store and I picked up some carrots and some potatoes. So we're gonna cut up the potatoes. These are already, these are pre-cut carrots, so I don't need to cut them up, but I do need to cut up the potatoes. So we're gonna cut up the potatoes, the pepper, and the onions.
I've been all in my phone, I got options, and I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something that makes me look at you too often. Baby, you can give it something. Baby, I can run all the time. Baby, I'm talking crazy. I need you right in my space, but I need it, baby. I'm late, but I still can check in with you. I know that I need my friends, but I wouldn't wanna leave. You know, I wouldn't wanna bleed. Even my heart, my mind, and my body. Say it. My mind, my mind, my body. My body says it. My mind, my mind, and my heart. My body says I don't know what it is. I can't tell you what it is, but you got me going crazy. Just to do is so amazing. How long can you go, baby? Better last till my body so crazy. Baby, I'm talking crazy. I need you right in my space, but I need it, baby. I'm late, but
I'm done with my board. So right here we got the potatoes, we got the carrots, the peppers, and the onion. Obviously I didn't need to put the carrots on here, but I just wanted to show you guys how much of the carrots I'm using. And it's like finely chopped carrots. You don't have to do it like this. Honestly, I was just lazy and I didn't want to cut the carrots myself, but this is what it's looking like. Alright guys, we're about to throw the ingredients in the pot, so let's go look what's bubbling. Here's our seasonings. We're just gonna pour it on in there. And of course, mix. Can we get it together? Get it together. Get it together.
listen.